How are you doing, everyone? It's me, the Domo Taku, here today to talk about episode 12 of Rewrites. So, a lot of things happening in this series, and salvation is here. So, interesting enough, Mito freaking rampages in through Kotori's base, and a lot of shit happens, and salvation is happening, and I have no clue what the hell is gonna happen anymore in the series, but you know, whatever happens, you know. One thing though, if we do get a season 2 for this series, I want the second opening, or the opening for the second season to be rewrites, the opening for Moon, because that was the opening, that was the shit, that was awesome. So that's just one thing I want. But anyways, back to this episode. So yes, Mito storms the place, Kotori's base of operations, right? And they get attacked once again, and Mito of course has his fire familiar Frogo, something like that, and then of course he has the giant T-Rex, right? And they're under attack, and then you know they're all trying to run away, and there's a little battle confrontation between Guardian and Gaia and everyone, and just it's a cluster, but so much shit going on here. But interestingly enough, freaking Mito dies like nothing, because I'm assuming it's the poison, or you know, him controlling like a giant T-Rex familiar, absorbing his life and whatnot, and of course he's already using the fire one. So yeah, Mito just dies like so quickly, and like I don't know if that was like really meh, or it was just like, oh, he's gone now, or that, you know, it wasn't really that big of a fight, to be honest, because the guys from Guardian, or like the old guys from Guardian, did show up. They did also help and whatnot, but you know, I wanted to see sort of like the thing with Chihida's route, where you have Mito versus Kotaro, and then you have like that confrontation, and just like how much like their rivalry. They sort of had that in this episode, or this series, because of course Kotaro did encounter Mito once before, and they have sort of fought against each other a little bit, but they don't seem to, I don't sense that same like rivalry sort of thing, or that sort of like relationship they had in the game and whatnot. So you know, it wasn't there, but heck, Mito's gone, so I don't really know how I feel about that. But one of the big things that's happening in this episode, of course, is the salvation. And also, Shizuru comes back. Yes, Shizuru comes back. The occult club assembles, alright? And except Aokana, because she's out here watching the world end, which is kind of, yeah. So, the occult club comes back. Actually, you know, I forgot to mention one thing. There is a really touching moment in here with Kotori, and that is her parents. Now, I do recall Kotori's route in Rewrites, and on the road to Rewrite, if you guys seen that video, after Lucia's route, I did go play Kotori's route, and watching Kotori's route being so different from what I expected from the show, the game, that was some teary ass shit. And I'm watching, experiencing Kotori's parents in the visual novel. That made me cry. And then, you know, in this one, they sort of had that thing. You know, if it was Kotori's route and it focused a lot on Kotori's route, that'd probably be sad and crying again. But you know, they sort of had that thing where, you know, her parents were there, and then, you know, she sort of felt that they were alive inside and whatnot, and besides being familiars. So it was there, and I really liked that they had that there. And then she started just spouting about everything that happened to her and her background, which is really, you know, that didn't happen. But anyways, so aside from Tori, the salvation and the cult club joining in. So yes, the Shizuru joins everyone else. She leaves Guardian. I'm assuming that Kotori and Lucia, or not Kotori, Lucia and Shizuru are on so much shit right now because they left Guardian for their own personal desires and their friends, right? But that's cool. I dig that, because friends before your secret organization or whatever, right? And yeah, and then so all of a sudden the song of salvation comes up. Kagari is starting to lose her mind and like become the key again, and then you have this giant tree appear out of nowhere in the city, and then monsters start attacking everyone in the city, and you know, that's it. The world's going to end right now. So at this point, it really does look like salvation is going to happen. Now, I do not recall on the top of my head how to supposedly stop this. You either, one, you gotta kill Kagari, or two, you gotta kill those people singing in the freaking, whatever the guy's headquarters is, right? So, as I'm assuming what's gonna happen. Also, interesting enough, it seems that Aokana is showing some sort of change in her character, and her, like, sort of switching sides in a sense, or sort of like questioning Gaia and this world ending thing, right? Because, you know, when she gave Mito to Miller, she was like sort of not herself and whatnot, and then at this point, when she gained her senses, it's like she confronted the old lady, I forget her name. But yeah, she's like, you know, why do you want the world to end so much? And then, you know, when she saw the guy getting eaten by the dinosaurs, like, oh man, this is actually happening. And then you have all these familiars flying towards the city, killing people in this festival, and it's like, dang, these guys aren't like, they're not messing around, they're just going for it. And I don't know how the hell that's supposed to be the world ending. They're killing the people. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be killing everyone, but I mean, whatever. So yeah, that's really how this episode is. With the last episode coming up next week, we either get Salvation or Season 2 leading to Salvation leading to Season 2, or some sort of conclusive ending to this weird arc of series. But I highly doubt that, because you guys have been telling me that I forgot about a few things in the visual novel, and it has to lead to Moon, and we need Moon and Terra. There's no way. I just totally forgot about that, but you guys reminded me, so thank you guys. So yeah, I expect to see some action here. Kotaro, at this point, he doesn't seem that strong. He really doesn't. I mean, in the visual novel, he wasn't the strongest, but you know, he sort of worked it out throughout the visual novel. In here, he doesn't seem to be working a lot of things out. He just seems to be like, you know, whatevs with it. So anyways, guys, you know, really freaking action going on, and you know, they gotta make it or break it next week with a finale episode, because unless they somehow conclude this without it making sense, or they lead to Moon and Terra, which is gonna be awesome, by the way, you know, I'd like to see Moon and Terra, then we'll just have to see next week, guys. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you liked this episode, and subscribe for next week, because we're gonna see just what will happen. Either we'll get Moon or Terra or a conclusion, and I don't know. I'd rather see the Moon and Terra. Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think will happen next week? Do you guys think we'll get Moon and Terra Season 2 because we definitely need one, or we will not get one and that would be kind of sad? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku Anime channel, so take care, guys, and matane.